Hello students, this is class 11th. Our topic is hard water and soft water. You know that water, we get water from rivers, from wells, uh, we get it from rivers, we get it from wells, we get it from streams, and we even get it from underground in these by we draw it by pipes from underground sources, and we also get it correct rainwater. We know that rainwater is basically pure, but the water which flows in streams or rocks or is underground contains dissolved salts of many kinds. These salts determine or change the properties of water. On the basis of these we have a special type of classification which is based upon production of leather with soap. Production of leather with soap. And on this basis, on this property, we classify water into two types. One is called soft water, other is called hard water. This is on the basis of production of leather with soap, and this determines many properties, but solely very important properties. Okay, what is soft water? It is the water which produces leather with soap. Leather means jog, or in Kashmir we call it puss. So it produces leather with soap. It is soft water, and another water which does not produce leather with soap easily is called hard water. So hard water does not produce leather with soap easily. Soft water produces leather with soap easily. So it is soft water. Next is, what is the cause of this? This is important. Cause of hardness. Why is one water hard and why is soft? Hardness is due to the presence of bicarbonates. Bicarbonates, chlorides, and sulfates of calcium and magnesium. It means that there must be bicarbonates of calcium or bicarbonates of magnesium, chlorides of calcium, chlorides of magnesium, or sulfates of, well, we must have calcium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, calcium bicarbonate. If all these compounds, or any one or two or three of them are present in water, the water is hard water. Why is it hard water? It is important property, as I have told you, is that it does not produce leather with soap. So we are not able to wash clothes. So this water is not suitable for our laundry purposes, for washing, or for dyeing purposes. So why does it not produce leather with soap? This is because these compounds of calcium, magnesium, these react with soap. To produce insoluble compounds. So here we must first know what is soap. Soap contains higher fatty acids, sodium salts of higher fatty acids. Fatty acids, we have stearic acid. Let me write here. What is this? These soap is the sodium salts of higher fatty acids. You must remember this, higher fatty acids. Fatty acids are, we have stearic acid, STEAR, stearic acid. Formula is C17H35COOH. Then we have another fatty acid is oleic acid. We have oleic acid, which is C17H33COOH. Then we have palmic acid. The formula is C17H31COH. So there, the sodium salts of these are, for example, of this stearic acid, we will write C17H35COONA. So this is sodium citrate. We call this sodium citrate. Similarly, we have oleic acid. We call it. We will have C17H33CONE. We call it sodium oleate. Similarly, we have sodium palmate. Instead of here, we have sodium. So these compounds are present in a soap. When we add this soap to a solution, to hard water to form a solution for washing clothes, what happens that calcium reacts with. We have calcium, we have salts of calcium and magnesium. What happens here? Calcium. Since these are sulfates, chlorides, bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium. They release calcium ions and magnesium ions. Okay, when we dissolve them in water, they react with these sodium salts to form. Here we have sodium. For example, we have sodium citrate, COONE. What happens? It forms C17H35COO twice Ca, calcium. So this is calcium citrate. Similarly, magnesium forms magnesium citrate. These are insoluble. So they, what happens? They are precipitated and they settle down on the ground. They can be separated. So in this way, they eat away. In one way, they eat away the soap, and soap is wasted. We go on adding soap, but we don't get any leather because it reacts with the sodium salts of higher fatty acids which are present in the soap to form insoluble compounds. So we are not able to get this leather, and this what happens that this soap is destroyed, soap is wasted. So we cannot use hard water for washing clothes, for laundry, or for here. It is also harmful for boilers. What happens that it produces it produces also substances like calcium sulfate, calcium carbonate, etc., which form a layer on the inner surface of the boilers, which we call as crust layer. So this decreases the efficiency of boiler and also damages it. So this is the cause of hardness of water. Then we have types of hardness. We have two types of hardnesses. One is called permanent hardness, other is called types. Two types. One is called permanent hardness, other is called temporary hardness. What is temporary hardness? Temporary hardness is due to carbonates of calcium and magnesium. Carbonates of calcium and hydrogen, of calcium and magnesium. What happens that this can be easily removed even by boiling. If we boil this water, these calcium carbonate and magnesium carbonate decompose, and in a way the water becomes soft. And then we have permanent. Permanent is because of chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium. So permanent hardness is due to presence of two types of compounds, chlorides of calcium magnesium and sulfates of magnesium, and these do not decompose easily. So this hardness remains. It needs special treatment. Whereas temporary hardness can be removed since it contains carbonates and calcium magnesium which decompose on boiling. So this can be easily removed. So this is therefore called temporary hardness. Okay, thank you.